just feel with them that they're flying under the radar.
Here else.
Shut the gate! Shut the gate! Shut the gate!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Shut the gates, we're back. Last game on the Sunday ticket. We have the Parramatta Eels taking on the Manly Warringah Sea Eagles from Bankwest Stadium. Toby, one of the teams is inside the 8, one of the teams is outside the 8, but you would almost say that the team outside the 8 has the better form at the moment. I'm talking about Manly.
Yeah.
You'd almost say they're just as good, if not better, than some of the top 4 teams right now.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I agree with that statement. What they did against Brisbane the other night.
Yeah.
They moved the football well. Very fast as well. I think Saab, just that little play he did on Corey Oates, just by looking at him, he may be the fastest player in the game right now.
Fastest man on the planet.
He was in second gear.
Which was crazy because they had, they had all those wingers for ages. They had like Tafua, Uarte, all power runners.
Yep.
And now they've sort of gone towards, they've got Saab on the wing, and they've got a lot of pace now. So it's giving like Cherry Evans another weapon.
Yep.
Just to use. It's not just like a battering ram outside of trouble.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's definitely interesting to see the way they use him now, especially because Turbo almost creates the opportunity, but then he gets the ball back after Saab's finished with it.
Yeah.
So and I think Manly have been fantastic the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Last month, I think.
Yep.
So
I couldn't agree any more with you, mate. As soon as Turbo's come back in, it's just that they've just turned the whole thing around.
They've turboed the wins, haven't they?
Oh, absolutely. Jeez, they play quick. Parramatta were good in the first half, especially the
24-6 at half time.
Yeah.
Could have been more.
I just feel with them that they're flying under the radar. We're talking about Penrith, they're good, Melbourne, they're good. They're 9-1.
Exactly.
My God, like, how can... And no one really talks about them. They're playing really good football. I just thought they just went through the motions in the second half. I was getting a little bit worried through the second half there, especially through the middle there. They just started to lose a little bit of tightness, and Warriors started to really come at them. But they were just too good in the end.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think they were ever really in trouble losing it. They were still up by, 12 or 10 to 12. It was like 28-18 or something at one stage. Then Para scored. They had like 2 or 3 disallowed tries, Parramatta. Yeah. So they're still like putting the pressure on. They just sort of weren't getting the rewards.
Yep.
That that they, it could have been 46 if those tries were given.
Yep.
But I think Para, like I thought, as you said in another video, Campbell Gillard was outstanding.
Yeah.
Absolutely unreal. Was probably the best player on the field.
I agree.
But again, I think you just said Parramatta are going under the radar. I think Mitchell Moses is going under the radar right now.
Yeah, fair call.
He has played fantastic the last month or so, and he's just getting better and better as if you didn't have Cleary and you didn't maybe Reynolds as well, would you put Moses in as halfback for New South Wales?
I would.
I think he's getting to that stage where Cleary's obviously got the job at the moment, but he's putting the pressure on at least.
Yep.
So
would you play him at 6 there if they went that way?
You could. Yep. You could, but I just think there's probably better 5'8", actual 5'8s that can play it.
Fair enough.
So, but his running on the weekend was fantastic.
Yep.
What do you think of Jacob Arthur?
I didn't mind him. Yep. I thought he controlled pretty well through the game. I thought he was a nice compliment to Mitchell. Did a couple of good plays. The best thing about his game, when he did score that try, about 3 or 4 plays, simultaneously going, he just turned it back into Fergo. And the one where he stopped turning and he dummied and he went straight through.
Fantastic.
Great ball play. He might have a future, but Dylan Brown, as soon as he's got to play 6 when he comes back.
Can I ask you something here? Dylan Brown, fantastic at defense, right?
Yeah.
Would you think about putting him in the centres?
Ooh, good question. It would be interesting to see how he'd go. Good defender, as you said.
Yep. Can pass the ball.
Yeah.
Waka Blake, sort of not a liability, but just sort of, I don't know. Just it feels like he can't get the defensive structure they're going for. I don't think it's a good one.
Yep.
I think Brad Arthur is the worst in the NRL, the defensive structure, and you can get around him. But I think for some, Dylan Brown, he's really good, but he sort of hasn't kicked along.
Yeah.
He sort of came in. This is his 3rd season now, just a year after Nathan Cleary. Probably the same time as Jerome Luai.
Yep.
And Jerome Luai's taken it to that next level where he really hasn't yet.
Yep.
And I would say probably the best defensive half. Maybe just outside of Cleary as best defensive half.
Yeah.
But I think his defense is the best part of his game.
Yeah, fair call.
So, but I would maybe look at him at centre.
Yeah.
You know, give him a chance if they get an injury out there.
Yep.
But so what are you going to go here, mate?
I will tip Para 1 to 12.
Yeah, not Manly?
No. I love Manly what they're doing.
Yeah.
But just they're 9-1. They're second, and I think at home, I think they'll get the Carrots.
The Carrots.
Yeah.
Give them the Carrots. I agree. I think Para just at home nudges them the victory. But I would if you're going to go, you could go on each way, bet minus 6.5 each, 6.5 each way.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think, though? Para, will they get the job done at home and continue, go 10-1? Or will can Seagulls, can they start charging into that top 8 contention, which they should be? Let us know what you think in the comments.